Hi, I'm Tom Kersbergen, and I'm going to show you the Dr. Davis Deceiver. It is tied on a 3/0 Tiemco SP, and it's a fly made for peacock bass and golden dorado. So I start with some medium lead eyes, red, and I give myself a good amount of space in between that hook, the eye right there. Get it on real tight. So I'm going to end up stacking a bunch of deer hair on top there to make a muddler style head. So we don't want this eye going anywhere. Get on there nice and tight. Bunch of X-wraps. Next step is what makes another thing that makes it unique is the rattle. So I use these even from Hairline, and again I put just a little bit of space because I'm going to end up stacking some hair in between the rattle and the eyes. It's got a nice notch in it, which helps cinch it down. So, getting that notch, then I make sure it's not going to go anywhere. Cinch it down real tight. Wrap it back and forth a couple times. And then I'm going to glue both of those with a little Zap-A-Gap. Glue the front and the bottom of them. You can see that all right. So my eyes and my rattle. Next I'm going to start doing the body, and I'm making a peacock style. I'll show you. Here's a finished product. Right like that. So it's got the peacock curl and also the peacock color, which is red on the throat and bottom, orange, yellow, and a little bit of black on the top with some peacock curl, and a deer, some of that primo deer hair in the front. So take a good little piece. Orange is going to be the main color. Orange and about, a lot of yellow on there too. But okay, so I'll find out. I'll get right here in this notch. I'll figure out about how long I want it to be, and it's going to be about 7 inches long from the hook eye back. You can always trim it smaller, but you can't make it any bigger. So I make a good length, the tail right there. Starting that notch. Just going to cinch it down. Put a couple wraps in there. I'm going to mold it around this the rattle. I'm going to put a couple different more layers around there so it doesn't have to cover it all the way. I just want it to start covering it nice. Nice wraps in there to cinch it up. That's good. You just gotta kind of blend it around to how you want it. I'm gonna put another layer on there just to give it a little more orange body. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. Maybe just a little bit shorter than that last one. Tying that on there. This one's going to cover that side a little bit more. Play around with it till you got it how you want it. Okay. Tie that in, go over the top, tie it over the top. Looks pretty good, good body. And this, don't need to use a ton of this stuff. It goes a long ways. So, and what I'm using is this Steve Farrar SF Flash Blend. Alright, so next color is going to be a yellow up on top. yellow's not going to be quite as much as the orange. Fold it over and make a little body. Okay, looking good. I'm going to do a little black on top. Just a nice strip of black, you know, just so it's about as long as that yellow. Fold it over, give it just a little more body. And now I'm going to flip it over. And on the bottom, I'm going to put some of that, just a little bit of red. Same stuff, the SF. I like to part the hook right here. So get a little bit on both sides so it doesn't get too tangled when you're fishing it. Fold it back over. Okay. All right. Let's not go anywhere. All right, so we got all my colors in there. Next up, I'm going to add some of that peacock herl, just like you would at the Deceiver. Another pattern that's similar. This is an Andino Deceiver. So I'm picking up my natural peacock herl. Cut it just a little bit, get it all kind of the same. And right on top there. Okay, looks good. Okay. Alright, then I'm going to glue that just so that's not going anywhere. Gonna get it, make sure I got it lined up how I want it. Throw a little dab on there. Top and bottom. That's not going anywhere. I'm going to take some Primo deer hair. And I'm going to stack one piece of this. You can see we cut that, but it's just some regular old deer hair. Some get it from hairline. Good clump, about the size of a pencil or so. Go a little bit past the eyes. A couple soft wraps. Then I'm going to spin it. I'm actually not going to spin it, but I'm just going to stack it so it's nice and flares out real good on both sides. Looks like it did there. Now, take about the same size clump. Do the same thing on the bottom. Yep, just give it a little, tighten it up so it flares out. Then I'm going to bring it forward. So now I'll be in the front of the eyes. I'm going to take just two small clumps, really the same on both sides. Get to flare out a little bit. Yet. Now, I got it how I want it there, and I'll tie it off. Put a little more wrap in there to secure it down. Tie that off. Get a couple in the front. Just do a little half hitch. Cut that, and so the next step will be trimming it with a double-sided razor. What I like to do here is when I trim it, I like to go right along that hook shank, nice and tight, you know, not so tight that you cut your thread that you just tied on there, but tight that what I'm looking for is the biggest hook gap I can make without cutting the thread, getting too close down there. The thing that's nice about these razors is they're really sharp, and you can fold them and kind of make this look, shape it how you want. I like to trim it pretty close so you can see the red eyes there. But you want to keep that muddler head. So this one's looking pretty good. So I got about the shape how I want there. Maybe just a little more trimming. Okay. Alright, so I got the shape of the head about how I want it. And that muddler style. See a little bit of those eyes. And now I'm going to marker it. I use a Sharpie. I'll put about 3 bar marks down it. Not too far, not all the way down, but just kind of a nice light bar mark. I'll flip it over. I'll do it on the same side. You should be able to start to see the other marks you made. So that's your Deceiver. I'm going to throw a little glue on there around the head, and I'll trim it up a little bit. Pull the excess off of there. Give it a little trim. Just a little bit. Yep, throw a little glue on there, on the head, where that thread's at. And call it good. So there it is.